What's up, guys? Rudy J Ferretti here. Got some scores coming up. This is the first of three. I'm going to show you some Lethal Weapon. I've been hearing a lot of talk lately that people frown upon certain scores, especially when they're maxed out, due to the fact that because you'll be at the top of the game forever. Well, here's my advice to all of you who think that. Since you guys think a maxed out score is so easy and it's not that impressive, anything I put up on here that's a perfect score, because pretty much that's all I'm going to put up on YouTube will be perfect scores. Yeah, tie it, match it. Because what you're about to see is the first ever Lethal Weapon max out on NES in video gaming history. That's right, by Rudy J Ferretti. Enjoy the video and enjoy my commentary, which I'm sure most of you will. This was my old score the other night, which inspired me to go for a perfect score, 601,700. So, I was only one guy away, and with the confidence of my boy Daniel Teixeira from Canada, he told me, what the hell am I waiting for? Get up on there and do it. So, I just wanted to show you that really quick. And here comes the full version of Lethal Weapon in its entirety. In just a moment here. This is all the items kicked out, every single enemy killed, every single boss killed, every single thief killed. Nothing is missed. A perfect score of 602,700 for the first time ever in video gaming history. Of course, somebody out there might say, well, I've done it. Well, I'm going to be the first known to ever have done it. Yeah, Raj, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. You two will. Hey, go spit, Riggs. It looks pretty easy in the beginning. As you can see, I just basically jump around and kick. What I never understood was how the fuck Riggs could actually jump higher than Murtaugh. Now, if you ask me, it makes no sense. Okay, we all know that Riggs is younger, stronger, whatever, but shouldn't Murtaugh be able to jump higher? Anyways, never understood that. But he actually jumps higher in Lethal Weapon for the Super NES. Yeah, I know, it looks easy so far. Oh, how hard could this game be, right? Well, it gets crazy. I make it look easy. Yep, I did this and also Home Alone on the NES, which is also coming up next after this movie here. This is only part one of this movie, though. Yeah, so I did both of those in the span of under 24 hours. Had another guy off of YouTube, really nice guy, inspire me to do Home Alone. We'll get to that though later. I had to redo Home Alone. It was not maxed out. I thought it was, and it was not. Doesn't matter though, because it is maxed out now. And that's another game I'm going to be first ever known to do it. And doesn't really matter. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to switch back and forth. Get the bulletproof vest, go off the screen, use Murtaugh or Riggs. In some segments you're going to need to use Murtaugh because Murtaugh punches fast and his punches are like deadly weapons, which should be called lethal weapons, right? But yet, Martin Riggs was the one that was always, registered as a lethal weapon. But yeah, he's got really high kicks. Riggs can jump higher, so he can catch those little thieves because they do get faster as the game progresses. But Riggs, eventually, his legs become a lot weaker, and Murtaugh's punches stay pretty on target. I could have used Murtaugh on this guy, and this guy would have been dead a lot easier, but it really don't matter. It doesn't matter who I use, because I was going to win no matter what. Ocean created this game. It wasn't that popular, however, it was on every friggin' system known to man. To me, popularity of a game should not matter of the recognition or what people think or believe. The bottom line is this. If a game is difficult, and it's known to be difficult, because if you go to Wikipedia, this game is known to be a brutal, very extremely difficult side-scroller for its time, so, you know, again, it still looks pretty easy. The first couple of stages are pretty much cake. It gets really crazy though later on, where you could actually die really easy if you're not careful. But like I said, folks, the key is to go off screen, come back on screen. So you use Riggs, you get a a bulletproof vest, or whoever, Murtaugh, whoever you choose, your character. I mean, in my opinion, you've got to use both. I don't care what anybody says. I think both is ideal. Always make sure you get those little manholes, or whatever you want to call them, golf holes, gopher holes, whatever the fuck they are. Don't want to miss those. Don't ever overkill the screen, because you can very easily miss these guys here in the holes, and that's part of your points right there. A lot of jumping around, a lot of kicking around. It's almost like going for fastest completion and a perfect score at the same time. But for some reason, Dtysonator has an amazing speed run time, and not even a perfect score. Mine and his were pretty identical to score back in the day. I don't understand how his run is so fast. Although I know it's legit, I just don't know how he did it. But yeah, my run out with this comes out to about 38 minutes total. I don't know. I can't figure out how to do it faster. I don't know why. But yeah, the manholes again. The other thing is too, in some cases, Murtaugh's stronger for, like I said, for certain characters. In this case, Riggs is better for the manholes. He can kick harder and stronger, as opposed to Murtaugh's legs are not as strong. So that's probably because he's 50 years old, or whatever he is. Because he always used to say, "I retire when I'm 52." And then that's when Riggs came out. He says, "Well, you're not thinking about retiring, are you?" "Well, I've been thinking about it since I met you." And he goes, "Well, thank you." Hey Riggs, you okay? Never better. This guy looks like a fucking professional wrestler. There was no guy like that in any of the Lethal Weapons. Who the fuck is that guy anyway? With shorts. Looking like friggin' the Typhoon dressed up in friggin' summer clothing. The most important thing though in this game is the thieves, in my opinion. As long as you can survive the rest of the game and know how to handle the grenades and dodge things and stuff, as long as you take care of those thieves, you can't lose, really. Unless, of course, you're still learning the game. But it can get difficult. They can really mess you up with the grenades. Sometimes they're guns. It just depends on the whole situation. Another segment coming up. So as you can see, I don't really use the gun that much. But see, Murtaugh wouldn't be able to jump up there and get the bulletproof vest. Now, I should have went off screen, but I have my reasons for staying on right now. It's not necessary for me. I'm not at the level of the point in the game where I need to worry about giving the bulletproof vest. And because what will happen is when you go off screen, the bulletproof vest will be preserved for the entire level as long as you don't use it. Which comes in very handy with the bosses, or if you're down on your last, energy bar, or whatever you want to call it. Just depends. So far right now, it looks like I'm flying through the game, but keep in mind, there was a time where I played this game where I couldn't even get this far, and you find that out later with any game that you play. But I just want to let all you gamers out there, young and old, a max out score, I don't care what the game is. That's very impressive for anybody to do. Any max out is hard. Of course, there's probably a few out there that are a little bit easier than others, but this game's not an easy max out. I actually, a few days ago, did not believe it was possible. I've also had some new friends that have been very inspirational to me lately, pushing me to say, what are you waiting for? Get on there and play these goddamn games and get your scores. I get down on myself sometimes, and I shouldn't. I mean, because even if I don't get a perfect score, the level I'm playing at is so high, it's ridiculous. But I tend to beat myself up a lot when I don't do something perfect. I don't know why I do that. I know I'm not the only one. I need to stop that. That was one of the reasons that almost held me back from getting a perfect score on this game. Just gotta believe in yourself. So the helicopters, of course, Riggs is ideal for because he can kick higher and harder. The little thieves, Murtaugh comes in handy. Now make sure it's on pink when you kick it. If you don't kick it when it's on pink, it will take at least half of your energy away, which could really hurt you in later stages. Here you can get away with it if you're good enough. See, here I should have came out with Murtaugh right away, but I wanted to kill off the helicopter first.